Hi, welcome to Bhavya's Arts. Good evening, everyone. Whoever joined the session today, a watercolor painting workshop, whoever joined this session, kindly type your name and from and which place you are from. Okay. So this session is going to be interactive session where you can use chat box if you have any questions to ask. Whenever you are asking any question, you just mention your name and ask the question. Okay. Hi Sunila. Hi Yamini. Adya. Vijayalakshmi. So for today's session, we have already shared reference image as well materials to be used for today's session, right? So I hope you have all the materials with you. If you don't have any of the material, no need to be get tense. Okay, you can just use whatever the material you have. You use that. Okay, the main important concept is to learn, to understand the concept of today's session. Okay, understand the concept. This concept will be helpful for you on it will be applicable for all types of drawings and paintings. So today is very important concept. Okay. So if you don't have any of the material, not a problem. Whatever the material you have, use that. Okay. Hi. Hi, Padma Lokesh. Hi. Good evening. Your name? Yes. So 2 more minutes. We'll start the class. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Saundar. You're from which place? Saundar. Okay. Mention your name as well, the place from where you are joining. Name, place name. Okay? So yes, we have students from all over India and from other country also. Okay? So welcome you all to this workshop. Now we'll start the class. So before starting the class, I'll show the reference image. So this is the reference image of today's class. This is called light and dark concept or day and night concept. It's an imaginative art, okay, where I wanted to show how to imagine and how to uh, apply it on our painting or drawing. Okay. Here main will be covering about value scale, okay, and also light and shadow concept, value scale, and color mixing. Like this, we will see the concept wise and painting. Okay. So, whoever are my students, just mention your name and from which batch you are. Your batch name, like in which months you have joined the courses. That also you can mention. Okay. So, coming to the concept wise, so this is the reference image. So, this is where you can see the lightest value because of sun rays. See, when light touches any object, you can see the proper colors, right? Like even it is an artificial light, even sunlight or an artificial light, to see colors with our eyes, okay, proper color with our eyes, we need proper light, okay. In the night, the same color, how it will look, okay, that is the difference, okay. Now, just imagine that you are you are in a park, okay, you are in a park or you are in like forest trek like that. You saw a big banyan tree or purple tree, okay, and what are the things you observe in the daylight, and what are the things you observe in the night time, dark time, okay. In the daylight, you can observe the beauty of the tree, beauty of the environment. Why beauty? Because you can able to capture the actual exact colors, like you can see green color as green itself only, right? Green color, light green, yellow. In the yellow colors you can see variations of the yellow color. Clear sky, okay, like blue sky you can observe sometimes, mostly in during sunny time, like 12 p.m. like that, okay. And you can able to, even in the water also you can see the silent water, like reflection of sky will be there, so water will look like blue water, right? When the same thing happened in the night, the same tree you are observing in the dark night, there will be some moon, okay, moonlight will be there, okay. When, but it is very less, moonlight will be very less, okay. The same tree when you see in the night where the moonlight is there, the same green color, you feel like it is dark for your eyes. It, you can see the darker form of the colors, but in your mind you have registered that color of the leaf which I saw in the morning is light green. That will come and disturb your actual observation. Okay, as a artist, you need to observe as it is what you are seeing. Okay, so in the night, the same thing will become, all will become in darker forms. And there will be little shadows will be there because of the moonlight. Okay, this is the concept which we are going to do now. Okay, now take take 300 GSM paper, stick this paper to the plant on all four sides with tape. You can use masking tape, or if you don't have masking tape, you can use sellotape. Okay. See, material, if you don't have the material which I am telling, it's okay, fine. You can use whatever the material you have with you. Okay, not a problem. Now, after sticking this paper, I'm going to take color cakes like this, watercolor cakes like this. Okay. So you can use this one. This will be hard. Put one drop of water on all the cakes. Let it get color get loose. Okay. After that, I'll be using brushes. This is flat brush number 0. Okay, flat brush number 0. And this is brush number, round brush number 6. Round brush number 0. And brush number 2. And brush number, this is brush number 8. Okay, round brushes. And sometimes if I'll be using mop brushes like this. These are the mop brush type. I'll be using this one. This is about brushes, and the materials which I am using to draw the outline of the drawing is pencil. Okay, I have taken 2B pencil. You can use HB pencil. Okay, this is the scale, 30 centimeter scale I am using, and the normal eraser. Okay, my suggestion is don't use molded eraser. Okay, use normal eraser. So you can sharp your pencil with sharpener. No need to do like this. Okay. And for color mixing, you need clay or palette. This is called color mixing palette. I'll be taking colors here. For mixing purpose, I'll use this parts. Okay. And water in 2 bowls. So this is clear water which I'm going to take. I'll be taking this water in 2 bowls. One bowl I'll use it for darker values and one bowl I'll use it for lighter values. So if you have watercolor tubes, okay, if you say I don't have watercolor cakes like this, I have like this, then you can use this also. Okay, watercolor ratio will be same both in both the thing. Watercolor ratio will be same, but when you are taking out the paint from the tube, you need to take very little. Okay, don't take it too much. Now we will start the drawing. So first you need to take scale. In this complete paper, I'll point one, I'll put one dot, which I feel it's a middle of the paper. Okay, this is a small dot which I kept. That is the middle of the paper, approximately middle. So about the paper, if you have any questions, see, you can use A4 or A3. Anything you can use. Okay, A4 or A3. A5, it will be little difficult to put all the elements which I am telling. Okay, so avoid A5. If you have A5, we can't do anything, use that. Okay. Now down to the middle point, center point, draw one horizontal line. Stick the paper in landscape way or horizontal way. Okay. Don't draw it dark. You need to draw very lightly. On my paper, I'll be drawing dark lines because if I draw light, you can't able to see it properly. So I am drawing it dark. Again, I'm repeating. But on your papers, you need to draw it very light. Okay, that much light. You should only it for your eyes. It should be visible. Okay, don't you need to draw like that. Now, after drawing this line, just mark the points like this. Just a rough sketch you need to draw before painting. Whatever we are imagining, we need to draw that. Okay. Now start drawing the tree. Have not yet drawn anything. I'm just drawing the lines. So don't copy immediately. Okay. First you need to observe. Observe everyone. Then you can automatically you can do. Okay. Branches. On your papers, don't draw dark. Okay. Draw it very lightly. So for the tree, what you need to imagine, whatever imagination you are doing, that will come from observation. Without observing anything in the nature, it is very difficult to imagine. Okay. If I say some about dog, okay, if I tell about dog, how you will imagine? You have saw the dog already, right? Through that remembrance, through that memory, you will imagine. Okay, imagination is not like some is not like something new to us. It is there already existed in the universe. Okay, so that thing artist will do. What artists they will do? They always used to observe the things in the nature. They'll develop the observation in the nature. Here we are trying to draw the upper part of the tree. Okay. Like this. Just a rough texture I'm drawing here. How much space we need to paint. Okay. That linings you need to give. See, from down we are observing the tree. That means the above part of the tree we can't see perfectly. This is not the top view. What we are drawing is not the top view. Okay. The view which we are observing from down of the tree. Okay. On the ground we are standing and we are observing. That means above part. Okay. Above part of the tree, it should not be like completely we can't see it properly, and no need to do complete detailing works and all. Okay. But the branches or the twigs we can say few twigs because of the thickness of the twigs we can see it from down. Okay. So observation you need to develop like how you are how you are observing, in which way you are observing the element, whatever element might be a tree, it might be grass, it might be small bug, anything. Okay. You need to understand in which way you are observing. Okay. Now this side I'll make it one moon. Okay. Here some pine tree structures will draw. We are not going to paint directly what we have drawn. We just drawing the skeletal structure of the tree, how it will be visible. Okay. How much space we need to paint and all will come from by doing this step. Okay. This side. Mhm. Okay. Far away objects will see only the impression, right? For suppose you are traveling by car and from long distance you are observing a hill, mountain. Okay. You can't see the mountain properly from long distance. You feel that mountains are very small. But when you reach near to that mountain, you feel the huge, very big mountains. You can see with your eyes the big mountains, big difference you can see. From far away, it look like very small, tiny. Okay. But when you come near to that mountain, you can see the actual shape of the mountains. Okay. Like that, now we are observing these things from far away. So we can't see the actual exact shapes and all. Okay. So whatever the outlines we observe, okay, that we need to draw. So here sun will be there. So I am drawing very light here. One circle I'll draw. I don't want it to be dark. Okay. Sun, I will draw it very small and light. Okay. When I'm painting, it should not disturb the this graphite powder should not get mixed up with the color. Okay. Now in the middle of the tree, I'll draw one vertical line. Okay. So this part will be night part and this part will be day part. I'll draw a little bit dark here. Okay. Till here everyone do. Once you have completed the drawing part, let me know. Completed, everyone? Yeah. Now we will start painting this. Okay. You can add, if you want to add any tree over here, you can add. Okay. Mm. Now I'll take color mixing palette. This one I'll take. And I need, first I'll work with gray part. Sorry, that means darker value. First I'll do. After that, we'll move to the lighter value. So I'll take Payne's gray first. Okay. So this is called Payne's gray. Gray color I'll take. I'll add little water here. Take more color of Payne's gray. You can even use this. Put 2 to 3 drops of water and make it loose. Take more color. Okay. And okay. And we are moving for color application. Now take brush number 8 or mop brush number 8 or round brush number 12 or 16, anything. Round brush number 8 also applicable. Okay. Now as a first layer, I have taken Payne's gray here. I'm adding water. See the consistency, how it is. Okay. So first layer I'll add like this only because I'll be covering all the tree part as well, the complete here. So I need it to be very light. I don't want to be dark. And the surface should be dry so that we'll get control over the color. Gray color, Payne's gray. And it should be very light. Don't make it dark. Okay, don't paint dark. This the darker pencil marking should be visible when you are applying this layer. Payne's gray, not gray. Gray will be different. You will get different composition of gray. Okay. So Payne's gray is little bit different. If you don't have Payne's gray, just mix the colors like I'm showing. Ultramarine blue you take. If you don't have ultramarine blue, take Persian blue. Follow. Blue color you need to take like this. After that, yellow color, yellow ochre. you will get muted green. Okay. And then add little bit of crimson red. And then increase the blue color. Okay. So like that you need to do. Or mix mix blue, mix blue color as well brown. I'm mixing blue and brown. Blue should be little more, okay, and brown should be little less. Okay, like that you need to apply the gray color first. Now I'll take blue color. Yes, yes. Okay, if you have ultramarine blue, use ultramarine blue instead of Persian blue. If you don't have ultramarine blue, use Persian blue. Both the blues, when you add, the composition will be little differ. Okay, muteness will be there when you take Persian blue. Okay, it should be little bright. So to add that brightness, we'll add ultramarine blue. Okay. It's not direct gray. Gray means will mix black and white. You will get gray. That will be little different. Okay, we don't need that gray. We need blue mixed gray. Okay, in the environment in night times, what we see when the moonlight is there is blue mix of gray. Okay, there won't be direct darkness. It is little bit different. Okay. Now I'll take ultramarine blue, very light ultramarine blue you need to apply. Direct ultramarine blue I'm applying. But be careful, you should not apply on the near to the sun. So before it get dry, you need to apply all these things. So I'm moving little. My stroke should be little, sorry, medium fast. Okay. Time and hand-eye coordination is very important at this point. This blue color. Okay. I'll take tissue and I'll leave the color here. I don't want complete dark value here near to the trees. With the tissue or cloth, you can leave the color. Okay, here it should be like that. Now I'll take brush number 0, flat brush number 0. Okay, from here we'll start and slowly we'll move. Sorry, take brush number 0, round brush number, or use mop brush number 0. Okay, now take Payne's gray. If you don't have round brush number 0, if it is looking very small, then you can go with brush number 10, round brush number 10. Okay, I'll show how to use both the colors. No, it's ultramarine blue. Left side, it is ultramarine blue. Okay, this is gray color. Now I'm applying the second layer. I'm not touching the inside part of the tree. No, it's wet on dry only. Okay. To get more control over the color, I'll be using wet on dry technique. Okay. And I'm not using loose painting method. Controlled method I am using. Okay. So for control method, we'll use wet on dry. Now everyone should observe whatever you are doing. Just keep all the things aside and observe how to do the water. See, this is the moon. Moon placement is here. If you put the scale like this is the straight line from the moon, right? Now, in the water, if you observe the water reflection of the moon, it should be little slantly. You need to do the reflections in water. That means somewhere here you will get the reflections in the water, right? So you just do some marking here. So this part you need to get the reflections. and the rest of the things should be dark. I'm using gray color only. I'm not changing any color. Monocolor I'm using gray. Now increase the darker value near to the lines. You need to hold brush at the front head of the part. Okay, brush head of the part, and you need to increase the line. Yes. Okay, that is water. Yeah. Till here everyone do. I'll just wait, let it dry. It will take time to dry. Okay, let it dry. I'll wait here for 2 minutes. Everyone should do it. After completion, you just let me know. So, okay, completed now. Now, I'll take color mixing plate. Here, I'll take Payne's gray and blue color. A little bit of blue. I'll mix ultramarine blue Though it is a muted color, it should glow. Okay. So for that reason, I am using gray, ultramarine blue, and Persian blue. Okay. Now I'll just I'm using brush number 0. Just give strokes. Okay. As I said, when we are looking from far away distance, we can't see the exact shape. We can feel the shape. That's it. Okay. So we just add strokes which should look like trees. Different tree shapes you need to paint. This is the first layer only we are doing. After that, we will add the layers. Okay. Okay. Now you need to take green color, dark green, and mix it with blue. which we have already taken blue. Take dark green, mix it with Persian blue. That green should look like very deep. Okay. See, we have not drawn any pencil drawing here. We are just painting with the color itself. Okay. Just giving strokes. We are making it to feel like there are trees in far away distance. Okay. So just give little dots above the tree like that. Now with the green color, dark green and Persian blue mix it both, and this part just add this green color. Okay. So always you remember the value scale. Okay, we have already shared the video about value scale in our class group, right? So you need to uh, apply the value scale here. Understood? Yeah, everyone do this part. I'll wait. After that, we'll move to the next step. On which part you are asking? Where you stuck? If you have completed, please let me know. Type yes in the chat or completed. Okay. Then we can move to the next step. Everyone. If you have any questions about the color, you can type in the chat. Yes. Now we will do the tree, tree part. For that you need any round brush. You can take round brush number 8 or round brush number 4 or 10. Any brush will go. Okay. Okay. Now take brown color. This is brown color. Take to the plate. Take to the plate brown color and then apply here. Wherever we have drawn the branches, there and all, you need to apply the color, brown color. Are you able to observe the transition from lighter value to the darker? When I'm applying the brown color, you can see the transition. When I want the darker brown, what I did reduced. I have reduced the water in the color. Okay, color pigment should be more. Now I'll take dark brown or burnt umber. Okay, burnt umber or it look like chocolate brown. Okay, yes. So color transition should be smooth. Okay. You should not, even though we have drawn the vertical line in the middle, you should not make it sudden change. Okay. It should be very smooth. Now I'll take brush, flat brush number 0, and I'll take dark green, sap green. Here, this is the sap green. I'll take sap green to the plate and little bit of gray. I'll mix like this. Okay, now near to the wherever the rounds we have made, there and all you need to put dots. See, when you see the leaves in the night, okay, you can observe the leaves are bent downwards. Okay. When it is in the daylight, leaves will look in upwards direction, right? So here we need not to, as I said earlier, okay, we are standing down and we are observing the tree. That means we can't able to find the exact shape of the leaf. Okay, so some leaves are there that we can feel. So because of that, we are doing like this. As the first layer. Again, we will make it few more layers. Okay. And maintain the gaps. Okay. So that whenever we are making the darker layers, these gaps will be useful. Maintain the proper gaps. wherever the light is there, there forms the shadow, right? So here I have said there is the moonlight. That means some or the other light is there, existed, right? That means there will be a few little cast shadow type thing will be there. Okay. Though it is the darkness, but there is some light. No, only sap green I'm using. I'm using only sap green. Okay. So now in between the spaces we have given, right? In that spaces you just add gray color for the branches. Why we are using darker colors? You just type in the chat why we are using darker color here for the branches. Type in the chat why we are using dark color in the branches or to the branches. Gray color. Now I'll use gray. For the leaf structures, you need to make leaves like this. Zero number brush. You need to change. So leaf should be in downward direction. Why we are using dark color? Anyone? For the branches inside the tree, for the branches, why we have used dark color? Please be interactive in the class. Please be active as well interactive. Huh? You can tell anything, whatever you're thinking. Okay, there won't be any right answer or wrong answer. You just try whatever you know. Okay. No, not for highlighting the tree. Okay. See, inside branches, we, because of the leaves, shadow, all the branches will look dark. Okay. That too in the night times, inside the branches we can't see properly. That we can see only the shape of the branch, not the proper value of the branch. Because of that reason, we have taken dark color for the branches, inside the branches. Okay. No, not for highlighting purpose. Okay. Yes. Correct, Gayatri. Good. So in the night, we can see tree with leaves, but not in a proper color. Okay. So that only though even though we use green color, we are making top layer as gray. Okay. So like that you need to imagine each and every step. When you are imagining, you should not simply think. You should intensively imagine what you see in the environment, near environment or in your surroundings. Okay. From that only you can understand the values of the elements. Now I am taking blue and mix it with little bit of green. Bit of dark value. This is burnt umber. That means chocolate brown. And giving it one more layer. This. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll take yellow color Okay. Before that, just take gray, Payne's gray, little bit, and here you apply the Payne's gray on the left side. Okay. So why we are doing this step, if anyone knows? See, we are not doing any detailing work. We are just damping with the brush. Okay. When I said we are standing on the ground level and we are observing the tree, then we can't see proper detailing. Okay. We can feel the detailings. Okay. So that only I have used damping technique to show the leaf structures. Did you got this point? Yes. Here I am using Payne's gray. Now I'll take here we should use lemon yellow. And gombech. Now I'll apply near to the sun part. Okay. Why we have used gray? Because uh, when we use blue here with the yellow, when it get mixed up, what happens? It will turn to green. To avoid that, so to avoid that, I have taken gray color. First, I applied gray and then I moved it to the yellow color. Now I'll take other brush and I'll just give one slight touch here with blue. Yes. Just to blend it properly, I've used little bit of blue this part. And don't make sure you should not touch the yellow part. If you touch the yellow part, it will turn to green. Okay, now I'll make some lace. Okay, so now I'll take little bit of gombage and lemon yellow. Don't put pressure on the paper. If you put pressure on the paper, it will leave its color. and it will get mixed up with the first layer. Okay. So clouds and all we are not doing because we don't have that much time to do. Okay. We are capturing the concept. So try to stick on to the point. Stick on to the concept. Okay. Now I'll take little bit of green. You can use any green, emerald or dark green, and make sure yellow should be visible in the tree part. Okay. So why we have chosen these two colors? Because of sunlight. Sunlight is touching the trees. Okay. Now top part of the tree will be light because of the sunlight. But when it comes to the down part from here, it should look dark. Because sunlight can't reach here, so this part should look dark compared to the top part. Dark means don't give too much darkness here because it is in daylight mode. So you need to do this. Now, so here it is completely dried. Now one more step is there, this part. So I'll do that one. I'm taking brown mixed with gray, little bit of gray, and okay. Now small tweaks you need to make it up. Now take lemon yellow on gombage color and start giving here the same process with lemon yellow on gombage. Lemon yellow will give yellow radiance of the sunlight and gombage will light up the radiance. Okay. In the daylight, we can see the different colors in tree. Even though it is leaves, you can see different colors in the leaves. Okay. Dark green, light yellow, brown color, dark brown color. Okay. So according to that, you need to imagine here how you are seeing or how you are observing the leaves in the tree when it is in daylight way. Properly, you can see the branches, right? Because of the light. When light is there, your eyes can see all types of colors. Okay. So when light is not that much, you cannot see the proper color format. Okay. Yes. Completely you need to give lemon yellow color. Oh. After that, it needs to little bit dry. Okay. So I'll take burnt sienna or brown color. I'll apply for the branches here. Now I'll take brush number 8, round brush number 8. So when it is near to the leaves, the branches should look dark. This transition you need to make it light and it should neatly blend. Okay, it should not look like sudden transition. It should blend it very neatly like this. Now I'll take little bit of gray. When it is wet, at the time only you need to apply this gray part. Take little bit of gray color, apply. Okay. Now It is dry. Now you can take green. Emerald green you need to take. Take emerald green and mix it with yellow. Take emerald green and then take yellow. Mix. Both the colors you need to mix. Now add it here. So this leaves should look upwards. Here yellow color should look more because of the sunlight which is touching the tree. Okay, when sunlight touches the tree, even though leaves are green, it will give yellow radiance. Okay, so you need to make sure the green should look more. So I am using emerald green to make that point. I am using emerald green here. So you are getting that concept, right? So in the daylight, okay, there will be full of colors which you can see it, right? In the night, though there is a color, but you can't see it properly with the eyes. So the drawing or painting which you do, it will change according to the light and darkness. Okay. So that only value scale will is very important in the paintings or drawings. It will only give the depths and highlights to the elements which you are painting. Okay. So make sure leaf should look upwards, up direction. Okay. So when sunlight is there, sun rays is there, then the branches and the leaves will look upwards. Okay. When in the night times, if you observe that all trees will come close, all leaves will come close, and even branches will bend little. Okay. Now I'll apply dark green. You can see the gaps properly here. There won't be any dark spaces. You can see proper branches. Okay. So all the things you can see in the daytime. Okay. Now I'll take brush number 8, round brush. I'll take ultramarine blue. Mm. I'll make it like this. So because of the sunlight, there will be some radiance. Even the blue color water is there. There will be some of the light radiance. So it will look almost like green mixed with blue. Okay. Now I just take green color and mix with yellow. Apply here near to the river water side. So when you mix with yellow and green, that green will have some cool effect. Cool green we call. Okay. When you mix dark green with gray, you will get muted color. Or when you mix dark blue or yellow ochre, you will get muted green. Okay. So now I'm making some transition for the darker value here. Little bit of gray you can add when it get dry. Okay. Now just give some darker value but in a lighter form. So I'll add more water to pull the color all over the space here. Like this. Okay. Now this side, I'll take lemon yellow and gombache hue. I'll mix it with green. I'll apply this lighter value first. Completely. Add more water so that it will get loose, color will get loose. When it get dry, we'll get space to make some more uh, detailings over here. Okay, like this. Now I'll just wait for drying. So when it get dry, we'll make that one. Now here I'll add little more color of green. And then I'll take little gray color. Yes. Now I'll take little green and I'll change my brush now. I'll take round brush number 6. With the green color, green mix yellow. I'll make some plant like structures here. Yeah, little bit of green you can give. Just I'm giving random strokes and I'll use little bit of yellow here. And I will mix lemon yellow with brown color. Like this. Okay. Now I'll take brown and add little branches. See, very near to your eyes, you can see the objects properly. That we said, right? So near to your eyes, whatever the things you can see, that and all you need to make it out on the perspective one, like this. Small elements will add more intense to your painting. Now I'll take green. In the daylight, how the flowers will look, we'll see this part. I'm using brush number 6, round brush number 6. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay. Now I'll take muted green, that is mix of ultramarine blue and yellow ochre. I'll take ultramarine blue to the palette like this, and I'll mix it with yellow ochre. I need muted green. Okay. Though near objects we can see, but we'll see in the form of dark greens. So now you will get, you got to know how to imagine by observing the environment or surroundings, right? So you, from now onwards, you observe in such a way that you can put it on the paper. Okay, as an artist, you need to make sure to observe each and every element of the nature. Okay, now yellow ochre mix with ultramarine blue. It is said that in the night times, in the moonlight, okay, few flowers only will bloom. The flowers which are in white color or which are in green color or which are in light red color, it will bloom when it moonlight or moon rays touches the buds. Okay, not like in the morning time. Morning times you can see the flowers blooming. All the flower, all type of flowers, almost all type of flowers will bloom. But in the night times, only few type of flowers only will bloom. The two which are white in color, okay, or green in color, okay, like that. So this thing also you need to observe when you are observing your surroundings. Okay. Putting one more layer here. Thank you. Yeah, from now onwards, observe. Yeah, observe your surroundings. Okay, nature will teach us more things. Now I am using yellow ochre. Yeah. So I need muddy pathway. So so that only I am using yellow ochre. Don't use burnt sienna. Instead of use yellow ochre like this. Other sides. Here pigment should be more and it should look dark and muted. Okay. Now I'll just take yellow ochre to the palette and add little bit of crimson, very little crimson, and then I'll add little bit of Payne's gray. So for the pathway, I need little more dark. So this is the shadow of the tree. I said there is a moon, there is moonlight. So when there is light, there will be some or the other shadow. Okay. So light, shadow will be. And there will be, even in the sunlight, there will be a shadow. So take burn sienna and just give some markings like this. Okay. Now we'll do flowers which blooms in the morning times. I am taking crimson here. Add some blush. Crimson or pink you can take. The flowers which blooms in the morning will carry some pollens. Pollens will be there. That means the middle of the flower will be there. So you need to give some round and then make it look like that. So for example, if you easy example if I say is that's sunflower. Sunflower will bloom when sun is there and it will have some seeds in it in the middle part. Not only sunflower, the flower which blooms when sun is there, they mostly it will have pollens in it. Okay. You can use any different colors and you can make the flowers. So I'm just making like this. 2 more minutes. Sorry, 5 more minutes. We are almost, we have done. Give me 5 more minutes. Like this. Here I'll give yellow color. Okay. But when it is in the night, pollens will be less. Why? These bugs, flies won't fly in the night. Okay. They won't carry the pollination thing. You mostly, not exactly, I'm not telling exactly. Mostly it will be like that only. So white flower or gray flowers, anything like that you can give. So without pollens, we can make. Like for example, if you take jasmine, jasmine also it will bloom in the night, right? Night in a sense darkness. When there is darkness, it will bloom. According to the according to the uh, moon rays, it will bloom. Okay. Now we just take white color, more white color to the brush. Only one step is remaining where we will make little stars. Hold the brush like this and slowly sprinkle like this. To make stars. You need to mention your name when you are submitting your artwork. Okay. So if you have not yet finished the artwork, not a problem. We will upload the video in the YouTube. Okay. Here you need to mention your name. Okay. So this is the thing which you need to understand the concept. This concept is applicable for each and every painting and drawing. Okay. So if you have any questions, I'll wait for few more minutes. If you have questions, you just ask me. Share your completed artwork by mentioning your name in your Instagram after sharing your artwork in the Instagram live. Just share the link of that. Okay. After that, we'll share the form. So, announcement, we will share one form to you. In that you will get, you need to fill your name and the link of the artwork, completed artwork, which you posted in the Instagram. Okay? And further details we'll post in the class group. You just check it there. So anyone is having questions, you can ask. Okay? Okay then. Bye everyone. Share your artwork. Let me see how you done in this work and how much you understood. Yeah, we have already given the material list. You just check it out, the material list. In that we have given brushes. Okay. Still anyone is having questions? All types of brushes. That means what? See, brushes, whatever brush you use, okay, even if you use 6 number brush, okay, not a problem. The handling of the brush is important. Okay, handling and the time is important. Usually we use only two brushes like 6 number brush and 8 number mop brush for watercolor painting. Okay, that is enough to paint the artwork. Don't run after all brushes. Okay. So the brushes which are very much needed that I have mentioned in material list itself, you can check it out there. Okay. Okay then. I'll take leave for today's class. Thank you. Thank you for joining this workshop. Complete the artwork. Mention your name and no, not brand and all. Any brush I am telling. Okay. Mention your name and share it in your Instagram, and we will share the form. In that form you need to mention that Instagram post link. Okay. Okay then, bye.